Look at that for multitasking. She's eating her breakfast while she's working the tiller with her bum. Now that is talent. Hello, I'm Adam.
I'm Lauren.
And this is Shanti. We all live together on board our 59-foot narrowboat.
Join us as we show you what our day-to-day life is like living on the British waterways.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
It's time to wake up. Good sleep?
Yes.
This is standard procedure. I get out of bed, Shanti gets into bed, and they sleep for another hour. Ready for a great day?
Yes. A morning stroll along the Shropshire Canal. Yesterday we filled our boat up with water and we got rid of our rubbish, and so we don't really need to be anywhere at the minute, and we found this really beautiful spot. I don't know how much you can see, but it's just kind of in the middle of nowhere. There's not many people walking around, and yeah, it's just really peaceful. Something that I feel like I definitely need at this moment. A bit of solitude. Really enjoying living on our boat. This is nearly 2 years this month since we bought our boat, and now we are on our way to the Llangollen Canal. Ooh la la! Very exciting. We've been thinking about this for a very long time. Even before we bought our boat, we were making plans to actually live in Wales. So it seems extremely exciting for us that we're now taking the boat to Wales and checking it out. So let's go and find out what it's all about.
So Lauren just called me after the morning walk to say get the hot water on because there's a dirty dog coming. Shanti, you a dirty dog? Hey? So when the weather starts to turn, straight after the walk, he's into the shower to eat some cheese. It's the only way we can lure him in. What cheese are we eating today, Shanti?
Cheddar cheese.
How's that, buddy?
Ready? Go on then.
How's that? Hey? And after our shower, we relax. She wants to stay covered up. Okay. Goodbye, Shanti. Even though the place where we were moored was absolutely beautiful, we decided to take a Sunday afternoon cruise through a few locks. What we sometimes do if we cruise in the morning is one of us moves the boat and one of us walks Shanti. So we're doing all of our jobs in one. Hoping you can see the boat behind me there. There she is. There's Shanti boy, having the time of his life, waiting for his ball. And shall I throw it for you, bud? Ready? Go on then. And yeah, we're doing some locks today. I think maybe 5 locks. I've seen quite a lot of boats pass us already this morning, which means that they'll be using the locks as well. And we haven't seen that many boats coming back this way, which means that they'll have to go down in the lock, and then the person behind will have to refill the lock, and then they'll go down in the lock. So it's a slow process, but it's a slow life. It's the one we chose. A lovely British countryside house over there. Got their lovely allotment. And I'm gonna guess that's their boat. So one thing about the canals, if you don't know this already, is that anything on the towpath side, so the side you can walk on, is for continuous cruisers like us. So you can generally put your boat anywhere up here. And the other side is private land. So you either pay the person to moor there, you pay like rent, or some people lucky enough in the houses own the boats. So yeah, a house and a boat and an allotment and what looks like a hot tub. Maybe I should knock on and introduce myself. So we need to refill the lock now so we can get in. So I'm going to open this paddle, and then a door will open at the bottom of the lock, and it will allow the water level to regulate. Would we say regulate? Even out. Trusty lock key. There she comes out of the lock. There's now loads of boats waiting to come in. On both sides actually, it's got really busy. So, just got to keep moving, keep the flow going. 4 more locks to go. So Lauren's working the locks, and because Shanti didn't get any attention, he actively dropped his ball in the water. Because that's what he likes to do to get our attention. Not impressed. So we've just stopped as I've got some work I've got to do, and whenever we stop somewhere like this it just reminds me of how much I love living on the boat, because you can literally just moor your home in the middle of nowhere, tie her up, but then as soon as you step inside it all looks familiar again. Feeling very blessed. After that cruise we now need to go back and get the car. So oh, trees. Let's try that again. So we have a boat and a car. What we tend to do is we leave the car somewhere, we go on a cruise, and then we use it as an opportunity basically to go for a walk. Most of the canals are really beautiful to walk up anyway. It's really good because it's a really good opportunity for Shanti to have a long walk, and then we get the car and we just take it to the next spot. But today is actually a Sunday, so we're going to walk back to the car and then go and get a Sunday roast. The first one we've had for a while, which again shows that summer is slowly coming to a close. But that's one of the best parts about autumn and winter, no Sunday roasts.
Definitely.
How are you? I thought you'd pipe up. How are you feeling about Sunday roast?
I've been thinking about the Sunday roast the past 3 weeks.
Lauren literally loves food more than anyone I know.
It can be a bit of a battle on the canal cuts. The canal cuts?
Is it hard to walk and turn around and talk at the same time?
There's a lot of wildlife. Things like to get overgrown, and trees often like to jump in the water. As you can see on my right, there's this beautiful tree that's just growing. It keeps on growing and is taking up half of the canal. So you really have to be watching where you're going when you're cruising, else you might end up bumping into this big boy.
There's actually a boat about to pass it. Let's see how they do.
Hi.
Pretty good cruising, I'd say.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
He definitely saw the tree and missed it.
I passed that tree yesterday, actually.
Oh yeah.
It's awful trying to keep a straight bench with so much motor.
I know, it's like, oh.
So lovely. One of the things I also love about the canals is like all the boaters talk to each other. You rarely pass a boat and people don't say hello, eh?
Hey.
Shanti, you having fun?
You got a stick?
You having fun?
You got a stick? Oh, it's your favourite thing, isn't it, boy? Ready? Ready?
I love seeing all the different paintwork on boats, and this one is just really nice. The detail. Just spoke to the owner, they did it themselves. But yeah, look at that. Quite inspiring actually, makes me want to paint our boat. We made it to the car. I think it did take about an hour, didn't it? We stopped to speak to quite a lot of people as well. Right, Shanti, let's do this. Up. Good lad. He loves the car. Still got a big tent in there from the festivals. You excited for the roast? You excited for the roast?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Right.
Quite a fancy roast. What are you thinking?
I am so excited to eat this. And look, the Yorkshire pudding.
Wow, 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 wow. What way are we going?
Think that way.
You think?
Yeah. Because if we were walking towards this way, the canal would have been on the right, but we're walking on the opposite way, so now the canal would be on the left. I mean, not the canal, the towpath.
I trust you.
Right, let's go.
It's really bad because I don't like it when people look into our window when they walk past, but I can't help but look into everyone's window when I go past. And I've just seen this couple like having their Sunday dinner, and then they look at you and you're like, hi.
And what are you looking for?
Just being nosy, you know, like I love that when you walk up the canal and you look at all of these boats, it's like they're all still vessels, but inside they're all so different, and it fascinates me as to what's inside. It's an adventure. It's always such a nice sight to be walking back and you see your home under the tree. Shanti's excited to get back so he can have his dinner. We're ready for a nice relaxing evening. Pretty successful Sunday, I'd say. What about you?
Yeah. Oh, cup of tea.
Cup of tea then?
Cup of tea.
And a biscuit.
Oh.
You had dessert though, I didn't.
I know. It's delicious.
The glamorous side of boat life, eh babe? How you feeling?
Fresh.
Still fresh.
I've had it a long time.